Watch your step. You never know what might jump out of the murk to kill you. So, you decided to take up my invitation. Followed me all the way out to the middle of nowhere. I'm flattered, and you're lucky. Guilty as charged, though a pardon does one. A shadow scale. But we both serve. I'm just here to... If the Night Mother... Don't find me. I'll find you.
Search with your toes, Stibbins. Your toes.
Good to see you, friend. Just mind where you step. I'd rather not have to start my search all over again.
I remember you. As I recall, you were somewhat helpful the last time my manservant got into a spot of trouble. I won't turn away good fortune. You know how useless Stibbins can be when it comes to recovering historic artifacts. An antique Argonian renewal charm. Without one, they'll never let me observe the ritual of renewal. And that's the whole reason I came to this backwater in the first place. Ugh, now, if only Stibbins would stop playing in the mud and find the damn thing. I'll have you know, I paid a lot for that information. But Stibbins is exceedingly slow and requires constant supervision. Why, I can't even spare a moment to look for the hand mirror he lost. Would you mind ever so much finding it for me, please? That hand mirror is a family heirloom. I can't bear the thought of never seeing it again. Ugh, in the meantime, I need to keep prodding my manservant. If I give Stibbins even a moment's reprieve, he'll find a way to laze about. He's ever so good at that. I believe it has something to do with Argonian mating habits, but I'm not quite sure. Hence my desire to observe the annual ritual. I have a keen interest in the I've been researching the mating habits of the indigenous races. Fascinating stuff. I plan to write a book. A reference to an Argonian ritual of renewal I came across intrigued me, but the details were vague. So why, whatever do you mean? I'm quite sure that if anything untoward happened to my manservant, I'd be the first to know. Besides, Stibbins may seem frail and sluggish, but I have no idea where I was going with that line of reasoning. He'd have me believe he's doing his job, but I suspect he's using the opportunity to daydream and dawdle. Stibbons probably determined that the charm wasn't down there fairly quickly. Then he decided to relax with a soak in the mud.
I heard Milady ask you to recover her favorite hand mirror. I'll have you know, I only dropped it because that wild beast frightened the hair right off my head. It's a monster. Be ever so careful or it will tear you to ribbons.
Help! I say help! Stibbons has gotten himself stuck fast.
Much thanks. That wasn't as pleasant as you might expect.
A less famous treasure hunter might think the Argonians wanted to foil her efforts to locate a renewal charm. But Lady Laurent is not so easily deterred. We are going to find one of those charms, even if Stibbons has to search the entire swamp. It's used in the mysterious ritual of renewal that one particular tribe of Argonians conducts on an annual basis. Carved from the living root of their history, or so I've been led to believe. That's hard to say. Mostly because no one will give me a definitive answer. As far as I can tell, it's somehow connected to the tribe's breeding practices. The closest I got was when many whispers offered to point me towards a charm. For gold. An obscene amount, truth be told. Look, Stibbons is reliable, but he has his failings. So many failings. Will you accompany him to Many Whispers in the Swallowed Grove? After you and Stibbons confront Many Whispers, meet me at the Lodge of Renewal. It's north of the Brightthroat village, out in the middle of nowhere. He's an Argonian, a scout of some kind. Knows the swamp like a bear knows honey. Many Whispers was willing to talk to me when so many of his fellows wouldn't give me the time of day. I'm not sure Argonians can tell time, but you get my point. I gave him a small fortune in gold. He may have...
you're looking for a good show, you're in the...
Ah, Sun's blessings, Biko. You come to discuss friend Famia's missing explorers, yes? Only the scent of conspiracy. But for now, the scent is enough. The Dragonstar Caravan Company, a dishonest flock of thugs and traitors, funnels information to someone outside Lilmoth. Notes on Cyrodiilic Collection's business dealings, I think. Not yet, but that is soon to change. The orc Lozwug, who watches my eggkin play Tiba Inu, he serves the Dragonstar Caravan Company, a courier, I think. He carries a letter filled with his tradekin's secrets. With your help, I will take it. I do not need to convince you? That is good, if a little disconcerting. Lozwug shows loud, obnoxious interest in our game, Tiba Inu. Ask him to explain the rules. While he growls and rants, I will take the letter from his pocket. Simple, I think.
Are you gonna play or what? What's the holdup? Tiba Inu? More like Tiba stupid. This game's a joke. No tusk jabs, no eye gouges, just a bunch of rolling around and tail swinging. I have got no tusking idea, neither do these lizards. When I got here, they were all just lying there. Then all of a sudden, half of them stood up and started slapping their tails, croaking like mad and kicking balls around. I don't know, half a dozen maybe? They were bouncing them off that rock, and then the other team started hooting and slapping their chests like monkeys. They rushed the hill, formed a circle around a rock, and started standing on their heads. They started singing. Then one of them shouted, "Enu!" And everyone flopped over like they were dead. They laid there for 15 minutes, then the game was over, I guess. Tusking nonsense. If that's a sport, I'm a hearthwife's dustpan.
Very well done. You must be half Riverboa, Biko. Lozwug looked hypnotized. No, I give you too much credit. He has a brain like a bone trout. But my tongue wanders. Let me read this. Oh, yes, this may rattle the cattails. It is not just notes on business dealings. It is a description of friend Famia. Where she walks, who she speaks with, what she eats, and so on. I had no idea she ate so many snails. On Famia and her explorer kin also, I think. We cannot be sure, though. Simple Lozwug carried only this letter. I know a place where more information can be found, but you will have to go alone. The Dragonstar Depot in Lilmoth. I leased them the land. They were very pleased, until it sunk. Now they slop around in there like angry mudmoles. No one is welcome, least of all me. If you sneak into the depot, you may find more clues. I should tell you, the Dragonstar Dryskins are not over-fond of uninvited guests. If they see you, they will probably shout or ring bells or run in silly circles, so be cautious. And please try not to kill anyone. It always leads to headaches. It is like I said before, I wish to keep friend Famia safe. Ha! So you know about the Remnant too. Some rumors are like willow vipers, Biko. Well hidden and best left alone. A conversation for another time, I think. In the chilly lake we call negotiation, a good reputation is like a sturdy raft. A bad reputation is like a stone tied to your tail. Saxhleel do not drown, but it is very difficult to see at the bottom of a lake. I am sorry. Yes, as the depot is sinking, the fence up against the swamp is in poor repair. There is a spot near the back of the camp where you can get in, but not out. This may be better than going in the front, yes? It started with Domitia Nausicaa. She oversees the Dragonstar Caravan Company's affairs here in Murkmire. We made a bargain. A land deal. I negotiated and yes, she and her tradekin arrived during the dry season. She told me that they wished to build a trade depot on the Fen Island south of Lilmoth. I agreed to lease the land in exchange for the return of some treaties. I paper the walls of my home with evidence of dryskin treachery. That is a joke. Documents hold power in the Ojel world, especially old documents. Taken alone, they are mostly worthless, but combined with threat of conflict. Ojel, people who do not speak the root's tongue. A kinder word for outsider. Well, not so kind in some circles. The Deadwater tribe uses this word like a knife. For Domitia? Yes. The island flooded, as it always does during the wet knee season. She grew furious, called me a swindler.
By the hist, whatever will I do? Pardon me, traveler, but have you a moment? I was recently attacked by a flock of hackwings and lost a possession of grave importance as I fled. If you would but help me retrieve it, a plain wooden box the length of my forearm. Last I saw, it was nestled in the beak of one of the hackwings that attacked me. I believe it may have brought the box back to its nest, just northwest of this dock. I'd not ask this of you if it wasn't a matter of grave importance. The box contains a memento from my village that I simply cannot lose. Will you help? Many thanks, traveler. You have calmed this elder's heart. I shall await here for your return, of course. And take caution. Hackwings are dangerous creatures, and quick to... As I said, it contains a memento from my village. I haven't been able to return, you see. It's my only remaining connection. Because there's nothing to return to, I'm afraid. Imperial raiders attacked my tribe. They slaughtered many and burned down our hist tree. I've been a wanderer ever since. It was a long time ago, traveler. Still, that memento is all that I have left. I'd be most grateful if you could help me retrieve.
It is the calm after the storm. We must pick up the pieces and continue, despite all the things we lost.
The tribes had trouble accepting my port at first. Said it was too deep in the swamp. If you...
I see you have returned empty-handed. Were you unable to find the box I seek? This pendant belongs to the Root House people. It seems their hunting party arrived before you could. Perhaps they took the box with them. Their campsite is just a ways north of here, if you don't mind helping me further. Be cautious. Though the Root House people may not be hostile, their greed runs deeper than the Hist's roots. While my box holds nothing of value, they'll likely use your interest to their advantage. Oh, yes, of course. It's a large branch, burnt and withered. It belonged to my village's history, you see. When your task is complete, meet me in the Brightthroat village. It pains me to ask so much from you, but please know that the branch you seek holds great importance to me. I don't know what I would do if it was lost. Yes, I always have. When my village's history was burned, I was able to pry a single branch loose. I've magically preserved it for many years. It is my only remaining connection to my village, and to the members of my tribe. A tribe's connection to its hist is sacred. One cannot exist without the other. So I felt as long as I had this branch with me, my tribe could never truly be gone. A silly thought, perhaps, but one that has kept me going. In the past, I couldn't bear to call anywhere home, and so I only wandered. But now I have finally found my way back to Murkmire. Today I shall be welcomed to the Brightthroat village and become a member of their tribe.
What business have you with the Root House people? Perhaps it wouldn't be any business of yours if we did, would it? Unless, you seem to be a warrior of some worth. We may be able to come into an arrangement of sorts if this box means so much to you. We ran into some blackguards on the way here. No casualties, but they did manage to nab my pack. Quite the embarrassment, truth be told. The blackguard caravan is just north of here. Shouldn't be any issues. It belongs to my Uzith Biko, my bonding ritual partner. He is a fine specimen, so I had to make sure to steal something of great worth. The hunting, of course. How else would I prove myself a worthy companion? That's why this theft stings so greatly. For the blackguards to steal that which I had already... So, you've returned. Have you the hunting bow? Very well. You have earned your prize. Though the box was damaged by the Hackwings, the branch within remains unscathed. I suspect a powerful magic protects it. Yes, it's most strange. Who would care so deeply for an old, burnt branch?
dare I hope your search was finally successful. Oh, thank the Hist. I thought it lost forever. I have a final favor to ask you, traveler. Would you be so kind as to bury the branch right at the base of the Hist roots before us? I've carried this branch for many years. It was the only piece of my old home that I had left. No family, no friends. Just a reminder of what once was. But now I have a new village, a new home. The time has come to put the past to rest. By your hands, my traveling has come to an end. Thank you. A foolish thought, perhaps, but I feel as though a piece of my tribe is now a part of this village. I suppose you're right. I was as much a part of my tribe as any branch of our Hist. Here, your reward. Thanks to your actions, I feel as though I can finally find peace. And after so many years of mourning, that is no small thing. Now is the time to work towards the prosperity of my village. I've already offered my services as a healer, of course. I have quite a bit of experience in the field, given I mourn the loss of my village greatly. Every waking moment I thought of that night. The screams, the blood, the ash. So I chose to leave Murkmire. Still, though, I carried the branch and the memories. Many places, though I spent most of my years in the friendly cities of elsewhere. It was there that the name Hands That Heal was gifted to me, due to my magical skill. And then, after many long years, I made the choice to come home. I simply realized how greatly I missed my homeland. The thought of dying on foreign soil, away from the roots of the Hist, was too sad to bear. And so, here I am.
How joyous it is to see you return unharmed. Tell me, were you able to find the Vaka tablet? Most excellent. Only 11 more tablets, and the Zinche Konu will be complete. And though I can no longer aid you, I do wish you luck. Please, take this reward. You have done much to earn it. Please, let me know as soon as the 11 remaining tablets have been found. Each tablet represents a month in the year's cycle. Vaka, Zich, Sisei, and so on. As with the I will do you one better, actually. I have recently... Can anybody help
are you? What are you doing in there?
Inu kal soku hoto grill.
Success? Do not let my lack of dancing and cheering fool you. I am very impressed. I did not think you would secure the clues we need so quickly. How did you fare in there? That is good. Taking a life closes more doors than it opens. A valuable lesson that goes largely unheeded by the Lilmoth Oljel and my Naga cousins. But again, my tongue wanders. We should discuss Famia's lost friends. What did you find? The Blackguards? Kayak. They are a cruel bunch. Mostly tribeless Nagas and dry-skin Ojels. So, the Dragonstar Caravan Company provides spy reports to the Blackguards. Then the Blackguards snatch up the explorers when they stray outside the city walls. It is Deadwater make, but a Deadwater Naga would never give up a weapon willingly. Perhaps the blackguards tried to abduct Deadwater warriors too. I cannot be sure. I have heard nothing, but the Deadwater tribe never admits weakness. My doubt spine quivers, but there is only one way to find out. I will send word to my Deadwater friend, Jaxic Orn. You should return to Famia. Tell her what we discovered, and encourage her to stay indoors. She will be safer there, I think. A murder in the heart of Lilmuth? Yes, that would be Jaxic Orn, I think. A call or war captain of the Deadwater tribe. Perhaps she came looking for that weapon you recovered. Jaxic and I are good friends. She would never admit it, though. Yes, why would I not be? Things are not so simple here, Biko. Naga warriors kill and kidnap and steal, yes. But we are all children of the root. If the Hist wills it, Jaxic might even kill me eventually. But she will still be my friend. Oh yes, definitely. Like I said, there are no guarantees with the Deadwater tribe. It is like dealing with one of your stray bark dogs, I think. Scratch its chin right, it will listen. Scratch its chin wrong, it will rip out your throat.
You're back. Excellent. Did you find Zukas? Any word on my missing explorers? Blackguards? Oh, those ill-mannered brutes are the worst kind of trouble. I have more unwelcome news. Our companions, Zadaza and Kirsteleth, have also gone missing. Zadaza went to conduct her own investigation. Kirsteleth decided to tag along. Really? I can't imagine that they'd be enthusiastic about helping us, but I suppose Zukas would know best. Before you go, would you mind sharing what you've learned with someone else? Cyrodiilic Collection's primary benefactor is just upstairs. Oh, goodness. I never even mentioned her before, did I? Her name is Cassandra, a wealthy antiquarian of great renown. She's been an invaluable partner, just like you. If you'll just follow me upstairs, I'll... Oh, wait. Here she is now.
So, this is the adventurer you mentioned, Famia. Excellent. Greetings. I am Cassandra. I regret that it's taken me so long to make your acquaintance. Famia told me all about your heroics in the Zanmir. Speaking of heroics, thank you for trying to find our lost explorers. Abducted by blackguards, were they? Very well. I do hope you will exercise caution. The blackguards are not particularly bright, but what they lack in intellect they make up for in brute strength. Our friend Zukas, for all his many virtues, is not a warrior. Yes, I'm familiar with Jaxic Orn, a very proud warrior. Hopefully, not too proud. If we have common cause with the Deadwater tribe, it only makes sense to cooperate. Compromise and collaboration rest at the very heart of all great endeavors. Blackguards. Unwelcome news, isn't it, Whiptail?
I'll handle it. Give me 2 hours.
No. Our new friend has the situation well in hand.
Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around a history, Lilmoth is a merchant town with no true leadership. That is why there are so many travelers.
Welcome to my home, Biko. You arrived just in time. I arranged a meeting with my dead water friend, Jaxic Orn. She is very proud, so we must use a breeze-like touch. This will be a brief and probably bloody meeting if we do not. Cassandra, yes. You and Famia would have to speak to her, I guess. I am glad she sees the wisdom in talking to the Deadwater tribe. Cassandra has many flaws, but stupidity is not among them. You need me to describe them? She wears her flaws like I wear my feathers. Cassandra is vexovite. You would say persnickety, I think? Well, you would probably not say that. That is a very stupid word. But you take my meaning. She is very particular. For Cassandra, all the world is a mess. She loves clean angles, good posture, fitting things snug in tiny boxes. It is a very dry way to live, but who am I to judge? She probably thinks I am lazy because I sleep 14 hours a day.
I see their approach. You make me wait too long, Zucus. The Deadwater tribe goes to war with the Blackguards, yes. I hunt one of them even now. But we do not need or want your help. Now, go back to your coast town, Ogel. The swamp will eat you if you do not.
So, it is true. The Blackguards take hostages from the Deadwater tribe as well. As I said, Jaxic is very proud, but she would be a valuable ally if we could convince her to let us help. Too bad she runs away, yes? At least we have a lead. Yes, she said she was hunting a Blackguard even now, right? Did you see how her throat fins spread? How her pupils dilated and her tail stiffened as she turned to leave? Her prey is very, very close. We only need to follow her. We hunt the hunter. Scan the swamp for the bent reeds and broken fronds she leaves in her wake. The trail should eventually lead us to friend Jaxic and the Blackguard she hunts. Simple, I think. Crouch down, Biko. Look for bent stalks, torn leaves, or muddy prints. Should be easy. Jaxic Orn rarely sneaks around danger. She goes through it, always. Jaxic, approach carefully.
I grind my fangs. Following a Deadwater call is the act of a fool or a maniac. Sojay says fools and maniacs both bleed red. I will repeat myself. Once. I do not need your help. I hunt these blackguards alone. Our business is settled. Leave. The Ogel stands its ground. Brave. Or stupid. A flock of flat-toothed blackguards took refuge in this ravine. They snatched up some of my egg-kin, your allies too, and threw them in cages. Now Sojay and I narrow my eyes. You and the Brightthroat wish to... You and Zukas so enjoy. Sojay is my weapon. Hewn from the bones and teeth of my fallen egg brother. Many beasts and Ogels have felt its bite. Now these talk? No. Sojay shouts. Always. I tighten my fist. Blackguards are limp-tailed savages. Honorless Nagas mostly. Who nest in Black Rose Prison. No. I will save these kidnapped warriors. But they will have much to answer for when they return to Deadwater Village. War chief to the Deadwater tribe. He is old and ill-tempered. He forgives when it suits him, but it suits him rarely. There are few chiefs. Impatience bristles my quills. I am Jaxic Orn, Deadwater Call. I blink my eyes. Zukas did not tell you more. That is surprising. Zukas never tires of talking. I am a warrior. Sojay and I hunt and kill. Zukas and I are not friends. A Naga Call has no friends. Only allies and prey. Zukas is often an ally, so he is permitted to speak in Deadwater Village. A great honor. He is rarely... Finally, you speak sense.
So it's a fight? I fight best from the shadows, Biko. I leave the direct approach to you.
It's you! Thank Ifray! Please get us out of here!
Mudlegs. Zadazai's done with this place.
So, these dry skins are good for something after all.
I hate this swamp! I'm never coming back!
Eat mud, dry skin. Step away, Bright Throat. This one belongs to the Deadwater tribe.
These Argonians are crazy! Please! You can't let them kill me!
It seems my friend Jaxic has been playing with her food.
This one is known to us Ogel, a blackguard savage who led the raid on our people. Now in our Hist's mighty name, I will hack it dead. I roll my eyes. Murder? When you gut a fish, is it murder? No. You only object because this fish walks upright and has a face. The Ogel is an animal, a foolish one. The Deadwater tribe does... I bare my teeth. A Naga prays for repercussions daily outside her. Blackguards slither about in Deadwater territory.
As always, Jaxic's beady Naga eyes see only vengeance and mayhem. I see opportunity. This blackguard is a survivor. Survivors are useful. Ha! How quickly Jaxic forgets she is a kidnapper herself. The blackguards do not know the Deadwater tribe as I do. Let this dryskin tell her tale. By sparing one...
These Argonians are crazy! How in oblivion should I know? Orders came down to watch the captives. I didn't ask why. Maybe I should have, but I've got a daughter at home. If I don't follow orders, she doesn't eat. I had nothing to do with the abductions. I'm telling the truth. Mara's mercy. You'd let that Naga murder a prisoner. Just let me think. All right. There was an interrogator who grilled a few of the captives. Something about a remnant. Yes, the remnant of Argon. He was asking everyone about it, even the Nagas. Yes, some Argonian relic, maybe? I really have no idea what the remnant is. Word is there's someone with a heavy purse willing to pay out a fortune for any information, but that's all I know. Please don't make my daughter an orphan.
So the blackguards seek the remnant. That is unwelcome news. Even so, killing a single bound prisoner will save no lives. Friend Jaxic thinks it is justice. It is not. Release the blackguard. Spare this one. I cannot be sure, but that is no bad thing. Nothing leads to more death than the need for certainty. You cut down many blackguards and laid waste to their operation. Let this dryskin
Brave, Ogel. But foolish.
Thank you. I'm finished with the blackguards. You have my word.
I shake my head. You think like a bright throat, exposing your soft underbelly to make peace. That sort of thinking may help.
You made the right decision, Biko. Thank you. So, the Ogels have learned about the remnant of Argon. That is frustrating. Something I cannot discuss, for now. Return to Famia and tell her this. She is a friend to the Saxleal, but the remnant is not some stone cup or golden idol. It is something much greater and more dangerous.
I hiss with fury. How did these Ogel beasts learn about the remnant?
We will find out, Jaxic, provided you do not kill them all.
that we've put Black Rose behind us, it's time to finally complete our mission.
Or we could lay low, get some rest, recuperate from our near-death experience.
Rest? Recuperate? You're mentoring Lady Twilight herself, soon to be the greatest thief in our generation. There's no time for such things.
Not even a day with you, and I'm already looking back at my days of capture with longing. So, we meet again. Fortunate for me, I suppose.
Why, if it isn't my gallant friend? What brings you to Murkmire? Wait, don't tell me you decided to join the Blackguards. Don't you know they're about as rotten as they come?
You with the Blackguards? I already told you, fetchers, that I'm not interested in joining your little band of merry murderers. Oh, all right then. I'm just a little bit tense is all. Black Rose Prison? Don't know much, I'm afraid. Used to be owned by the Imperials, named after an old city nearby, because the Blackguard founders were former Naga inmates. This was decades ago, of course. I'm sure all the original members have died off by now. Drakey the Unship, the original Blackguards, would only accept Argonians into their ranks. But when Drakey took over, that...
Lady Laurent demands restitution, you jackanapes.
Jackanapes? You must have me confused with an Argonian of another tribe.
I'm glad you agreed to accompany me. I had a bad feeling about many whispers from the first moment we met. A good manservant learns how to avoid even the most unpleasant situations. It's what we do. Trust isn't something that comes naturally to well-trained manservants. As far as many whispers is concerned.
Keep your voice low, or you'll awaken every skeleton in the grove. What are you doing down here, by the way? Oh, the dry-skinned shrew. Her manservant has been bending my frill in a most unpleasant manner. Understand, I pointed her toward one possible location. I never said she would definitely find a charm. Lied? Oh, not in so many words, no. I sold her hope. which she seemed to desperately need at the time. Look, if she really wants a renewal charm, I just so happen to have one. Well, let me think about that. If I had just sold her the charm up front, she never would have given me gold to point her toward. I need a key, a specific key, in fact, one that opens a hidden strongbox in Gideon. My associate Mirdamir has it. Unfortunately, he died. Down in this cave, to be precise. Find the key. I must admit, you certainly present a more compelling argument than the manservant.
Lady Laurent awaits us at the...
Over here. Will you speak with me? Dryskin. Didn't I see you talking with the explorers from Cyrodiilic Collections? Are you one of them? Would you be willing to help me with a crucial and sacred task? I have suffered shame for the actions of my ancestor. When the Imperial Ninth Legion marched into Murkmire, my distant relative agreed to serve as their scout. And ever since my egg family has carried the mark of traitors. After my egg relative joined them, the Legion vanished. At long last, I believe I know where they disappeared to. Sophia Cavern. However, the cavern is rumored to be the home of the Wujuka. I can't face that My egg siblings only care about the here and now. But I always believed that history was the key to exonerating our disgrace. There have always been dark legends surrounding the Sophia Caverns, stories about a monster called the Wujuka, evidence that the Ninth Legion visited the cavern before it disappeared. Maybe even signs that the Sophia Caverns were sealed by a rock in Rajul many seasons ago, when the Imperials first sent troops to our beloved swamps. The Ninth Legion terrorized the region. It marched from one end of Merkma. I've gathered every song and story I could find that even mentioned the Lost Legion. After many... That proves it. My ancestor and the Ninth Legion did visit this cave. Let's keep looking around. Let me take... Proof that the Ninth Legion and my ancestor explored these caves. note. What happened to the Legion becomes clearer and clearer. And to think no one has seen this place in more than 100 seasons. That's a ritual dagger. Probably the one used by the elders to perform the binding ritual. Now we need to find the altar. As long as the cavern was sealed, the Wujuka was trapped. It couldn't spread across Murkmire. I tried to learn as much as I could when I came. That's the altar the elders used to prepare the rite of binding. I think I can duplicate the ritual, but I need you to do something first. From what we learned, my ancestor only pretended to help the Legion. He led them here to save Murkmire. When the Legionnaires sealed the cave, they I will prepare the dagger in the sacred altar. According to the story, the Wujuka is a massive pool of voroplasm that interacts with the world through extensions of itself. According to the stories, the Wujuka creates an extension of itself to guard the pool. The Wujuka isn't like other voroplasms. It has an intelligence and a hunger different from the simple creatures seen in the swamp. Jaiwida Bikakai. Quickly now, ignite the brazier. The rite of binding is complete. Meet me outside and we can talk. The journal and letters we found prove that the Lost Legion met its doom in Sophia Cavern. They also reveal that my ancestor led them there in order to protect Murkmire. And more importantly, we used the rite of binding to trap the Wujuka. For seasons and seasons, my friend. And I shall inform the elders of the nearest tribes. They will once again take up the responsibility of maintaining the ritual. I couldn't have accomplished any of these things without your help. Thank you. I do. He knew the tribes weren't strong enough to oppose the Ninth Legion. So he sacrificed his own life to lead them to the Wujuka. I feel very proud to be part of his egg family, my friend. Not only will this evidence restore the honor of my egg family, our actions have helped save all of Murkmire. And I couldn't have done any of this without you. Please, accept this small gift as a token of my appreciation. I can't wait to tell my egg siblings all about our ancestor. They're going to be so proud. The binding will hold for a while. In the meantime, I'll talk to the elders of the nearby tribes and make sure they restore the traditions of the past. As long as the elders periodically perform the rite of binding, the Wujuka will remain contained. Oh, most assuredly. I might even talk to Cyrodiilic collections. Since my people have little use for history, maybe the outsiders can teach me a few things. Anyway, may the rivers always flow in your direction, my friend.
gathering all of the components. To honor change is to honor Sithis. All Saxhleel know this, but sometimes it is forgotten. As Niswo, it lies upon my shoulders to remind them. Would you help me in this endeavor? I wish to create a monument dedicated to the forces of change and chaos. I will take that which time has broken and create it anew in the name of Sithis. That is where your aid comes in. You must travel to echoes of our past, Sophir Cavern, the Teeth of Sithis, and the Tomb of Many Spears. There you will gather pieces from our days of stone nests. When the beauty of change is undeniable, the crumbling stone of our foolish past, the sky bleeding red above a setting sun, the bloated face of a corpse as the skin begins to decay. Ah, to gaze upon such, tell me this. Precisely, and it is only because of that nothing that something can be made. First there is nothing, then there is something. Sithis is the nothing between the something, the void which created all and will one day destroy it. The will of change, the inconstant which is our only constant. My art honors this will. I destroy what was and create what will be. I belong to the clutch of Niswo, a fellowship of sorts. In the dry-skinned tongue, we would be called nothing speakers, for we speak the words of that which is void, though we do not all speak the same words, of course. Sithis is a being of multitude. It is the will of change. Perhaps an example will help. I honor Sithis through my art. I see the something within the nothing. The greater the offering, the greater the honor. Some would sacrifice a scale or a fang, freshly plucked and bloodied. Others would offer fingers or the tips. One must simply be accepted as a Vova. I speak but one truth. Through many seasons, this village, the Saxhleel, do not require ease and...
Box on dishonor. Kishi's life matters more than stupid traditions.
Kishi chose to save us. Outsiders will only make things worse.
Come, Dapasa. Beal has made her decision.
spit that tradition and the cowardice it breeds. The Deadwater tribe is proud, set in its ways. But those ways will be the end of us. Even a stupid outsider can see such things. I mean no offense. We almost died during our trial of ascension. We would have too, except Kishi interfered and saved us. Now, by the laws of the Nakakura, the Deadwater tribe, Kishi has been The elders stand by our traditions, even as the tribe sinks into quicksand. They refuse to reach out for any aid that isn't prescribed by the Tree Minder or the Kadilith. Perhaps you could help Kishi. Find Kishi's father, Boki. Tell him you want to help. He will know how to best utilize an outsider in this matter. Be mindful of Mewa Jez, though. She seized Kishi because he interfered. The path of the lily is sacred to our people. Hatchlings ascend to the rank of warrior by walking the path, ready to defend the tribe and survive. I attempt to speak plainly. As Mewajez teaches, the swamp doesn't provide second chance. Mewajez is our tribe's Kadilith, our war teacher. She trained the path of the lily claims more lives than ever before. Kishi and his egg siblings were the last novices to complete. Everything changes. The path, the Kadilith, training changes too. And expectations. Now novices die more. I speculate Boki's home stands.
An egg brother betrays his people in silent mire. Sithis take him for such a thing.
Do you smell something unpleasant, Koska?
Well, the Supu smells better, and I speak true. Will it leave our village soon?
I hope to be done here soon.
Find a different patch of shade, Ojel. I state the obvious. You are Ogel, not of our tribe. Coming here makes you either very brave or very foolish, but it has nothing to do with me. I display my fangs in warning. Now leave me to my thoughts. Kishi is always in trouble, but never has the mud risen so high. He disobeyed tradition. I grind my fangs in frustration. I tried to talk to the Rajkal, the war chief. This book should have been destroyed ages ago. Kishi hid it here. He wants me to remember who I was, but I am no longer the Kadilith. The tribe has sentenced Kishi to... You would risk life and limb for a stranger. Kishi believes that outsiders aren't interested. I exposed the spine of regret. Once the Deadwater tribe was as numerous as the fish in the streams. Now the ruins serve as a perfect killing. There is no place in the village for someone sentenced to die. Kishi must flee. I served as the tribe's war teacher before I was replaced. That old book contains my training methods, techniques that worked well until they didn't. The Ogel sees the truth, even through the fog of our traditions. The laws...
Come and feast, creature. May you break your teeth upon my scales. Outsider, here. Ogel, help me get loose from these bonds. I proclaim my gratitude. Let's go over there so we can talk. The season turns strange. First, I break the laws of the tribe to save lives. Now an outsider appears out of nowhere to rescue me from certain death. You have my thanks and my respect. Unless you seek a reward, then I respect you less. My egg-sire, how unexpected. When last we talked, he urged me not to oppose the Kadilith, but I refuse to let the dead water become nothing but a memory. Mewajez, the war teacher, instructs our novices, trains them to walk the path of the lily. Her methods, instead of making us strong, Boki was our war teacher until one mistake led to his disgrace. Now Mewajez trains the novices. Tell Boki that you saved me. Tell him that I will find a way to save our tribe.
Say your words, Mewajez, and then leave me to my grief.
Kishi rejected our laws because of your obsolete ideas, Boki. Let this end with your egg-son's death. Grieve as you will, but do not think to oppose me, old one. That is a battle you cannot win.
The outsider returns, just in time to see the disgrace that clings to me like the mist that rises from the swamp. But what of my egg son? Does Kishi still live? Ah, I thank the Hist that Kishi lives. But he risks everything to swim against the currents of our traditions. I must find the same courage as my egg son and do what is right. Otherwise, the tribe will slowly fade away. The Nagakur, who you call the Dead Water, we are warriors. Death is a part of who we are. In the past, our hatchlings grew to be novices who walked the path and became one war teacher was replaced by another. Techniques were altered. Different virtues were emphasized. Under Mewajez's tutelage, find Kishi. He plans to show our war chief that there is a better way to train the novices. In the back room, I patiently attempt to explain. Go into the swamp and look for the tamed vine. Mewajez insists that her training is not at fault. The novices are too weak, and that is why they fail. Because strength is only one weapon in the warrior's arsenal. To ignore the others is to court doom, as our novices find out again and again. The Deadwater tribe learns to fight. We have very little experience questioning orders or ignoring tradition. Rajkal Silan accepts death as a constant. The war chief believes that
Boki, come out and tell me where Kishi is.
I sigh at the inevitable. Find Kishi while I send Mewajez on a wild...
The war chief sentenced Kishi to death, Boki. Your egg-son doesn't even have the good sense to die with honor.
I bare my fangs at this insult.
Rage all you want. When Kishi comes for you, we'll slap him in chains.
Do not linger like the sick.
Be gone, Ojel scum! The business of the nut. His favorite egg-son escaped the rightful punishment. I recoil at your ignorance, outsider. You know nothing of our
Impressive. You navigate the swamp like a true warrior of the Deadwater. Didn't I say so, Kishi? Boki's, there's something special about this outsider. Boki's firestones. I suppose he told you how to find my camp. I stare in wonder. Though I appreciate the aid you provided, I must ask why the outsider is here. Mewajez is a pox upon our tribe. I need to find a way to convince the war chief that Boki's training techniques are not only... Help me show the war chief that the old ways truly are the best. Specifically, the methods Boki once used to train our novices. And a daring plan it is. I will mentor you, use Boki's techniques to guide you through the path of the Lily. When an outsider succeeds where Deadwater novices failed, it will prove that Mewajez is wrong. Can I count on you, outsider? We must return to my village and go to the war chief's pavilion. Only Rajkal Silan can grant an outsider permission to walk the path of the Lily. My egg-sire resigned his position after the unfortunate events surrounding the rite of passage. Chukala ignored Boki's lessons and charged onto the path of the Lily like a Wamasu in the hatchery. He boasted that warriors needed only their strength to win the day. No, but Chukala challenged Boki, said he was weak and unfit to teach warriors. They fought, and the commotion attracted the predators that prowl the path. Chukala and the novices were killed. Boki was... She demanded the war chief give her the position. You see, Chukala was her egg brother. She wanted to honor his memory by teaching novices the things Rajkal Silan is as wise as he is cautious. No, it doesn't. He may even...
The outsider dares approach this sacred pavilion.
Lower your spines, Kadilith. It is the rare outsider that dares approach the Nagakor.
I mentor the outsider. We ask to walk the path of the lily.
Blasphemy! Kill them all!
Hold! I will hear what Kishi and the outsider have to say. Boki says the Nagakor are doomed. Kishi claims our war teacher is to blame. What do you say, outsider? Why have you come to the village of the Dead One? I shake my head in disbelief. Why is it that everything connected to Boki and his egg son reeks of broken laws and forsaken traditions? To you, it will prove something. On that we agree. Very well. Walk the path. Kishi will accompany you as your mentor. Return with the sacred lily, and I will listen to Kishi's plea. If you fail and die, Boki will be executed, and our traditions will stand. Mewajes, prepare the path. The outsider will undergo the same rite as our novices.
War Chief, no! You cannot allow Kishi to disrespect our cherished custom.
Do as I command, War Teacher. I want to see how the Ogel fares.
This will work, Boki. You'll see.
Yeah! Yeah!
This is about saving our people, Mewajes.
Through weakness and trickery, you dishonor our tribe and my egg brother's memory. No matter. If my novices cannot succeed, your outsider has no chance. No chance at all.
Mewajes' novices fail because they attempt to use brute force to complete the rite of passage. Listen to my words, and we will succeed where they have failed. Trust me, as I trust you. The first part of the path involves the trial of movement. You must find a way to get past one of the largest, deepest. Boki accompanied his novices, so I will accompany you. I cannot interfere in your trials, only offer advice. But you can use me as a tool, directing me to provide minor aid at times. For example, yes, with the ultimate goal of reaching the signal totem and igniting it to... Point the arrow I gave you, and I'll take care of the rest.